Man, oh man, oh man. Folks, is it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? We got the return of Pedophile Dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brennan. I am live for your December the 23rd, 2020 NXT review. So before we get started, of course, be sure you hit that like, subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications. You already know what to do. Of course, follow me on Twitter at Ingham Wrestling. Follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I am dangerously close of getting to 200 subscribers. So if you could help me get up there, man, maybe I could do something special on my YouTube channel sometime when I get up there. So smash that like button, folks. Hit that subscribe button, especially if you're new to my channel. If you missed my previous Ingham Wrestling News videos, be sure you check those out, including the ones from last month. And if you want to check out my Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War stream, it's on Twitch. Be sure you check it out. I'm going to be streaming back on Twitch after my NXT review, so meet me there if you want to watch me kill some soldiers again. I was getting my ass beat again, just like I did on that stream few months ago. Oh my god. That game can be so fucking garbage sometimes. It really can be. Especially when you're watching it from JD's stream. I can tell how bad Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is. But anyways, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started with the review, because I want to knock this out the park real quick, because I'm ready to get back on the game, because that game was so fucking fun that it's making me want to get back on it. So thank you to those of you who are tuning in, who might just now be tuning in to my review. Thanks to those of you who are already here. And thank you to everybody who has showed love and support for my channel. Please continue to do so. Now, without further ado, let's get to the review. So, the opening to tonight's NXT, we got the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We got Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Killain, Dain, and Drake Maverick in a street fight for the NXT Tag Team Champions. Which, this match to me was fucking boring. I didn't like it. I didn't watch it. I didn't even watch it. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it at all. Watched a little bit of it, not much. I didn't enjoy it. This match was fucking god-awfully boring. I couldn't stand to watch it. I couldn't stand to watch it, man. I couldn't. Really. I couldn't stand to watch it. Sorry, you might be hearing some noise in the background. It's my remote controller just fell. Now, Dain and Maverick attack Burch and Lorcan as they head down to the ring. So Dain whips Burch into the steel steps and hits him with the championship belts. I don't like this pairing of Drake Maverick and Killain Dain. I don't like it. First I did, now I don't. It's really boring to see them paired up. I think Killain Dain is better off on his own as a singles competitor. This is just absolutely ridiculous, WWE. I don't even know why would you even pair these two up in the first place anyway. Why? Why would you pair these two up? It absolutely makes legitimately no sense. They're not a team. That's sort of like how you did with Matt Hardy and Matt Riddle. Now they're called the Hardy Bros. Thanks, Bruce. That was all because of you. Tag team match for a NXT tag team title. Yeah, this match was boring as it gets. So Maverick and Dain set up tables at ringside, but Lorcan and Burch jump Maverick, then toss Dain into the fence at ringside. They pick up Dain and toss him into the ring as Burch punches Maverick, knocking him to the ground outside the ring. So in the ring, Burch and Lorcan double team Dain, though it is a street fight. So Burch and Lorcan are tagging in and out. Lorcan sets up two chairs in the middle of the ring. Then Dain backdrops Lorcan into the chairs and clotheslines Burch. Dain is back in control. And Maverick comes in. Maverick trips Burch and Dain hits him with a senton before body slamming Drake Maverick into Danny Burch. So then Dain picks up Maverick and airplanes him into Lorcan. And this match did not have to last that long. I don't know why it lasted this long like it did. Nobody was interested in watching this match. It was fucking boring as shit. Match was fucking awful. Just absolutely awful. So Dain tags Maverick in and whips him hard into Lorcan. Then Maverick and Dain Dain tags Maverick in and whips him hard into Lorcan. Then Dain and Maverick hit Lorcan with a combo of kicks on Lorcan's head. Maverick pins him for 2. So then Burch hits Maverick with a low blow and gets back to his feet. My mouth is fucking dry. I need something to drink now. Dain takes control of Lorcan on the outside, but Burch lays out Maverick with a clothesline in the ring. Lorcan is able to take Dain down with a blockbuster on the outside, and all 4 men are down. Lorcan and Burch get to their feet. Burch sets up a chair in the ring and hits Maverick with a drop toe hold into the ring. Burch goes to the outside and Lorcan and Burch double team Dain. Dain tosses Burch over the barricade and tries to lose Dain into the table. But Dain blocks. Dain hits Lorcan with a pump kick, sending Lorcan into a table. Lorcan lays against the table on the outside, and Dain runs at Lorcan. But Lorcan moves out the way, and Dain crashes through the table as they go to commercial break. So Apparently, back from commercial break, Lorcan is in control of Maverick in the ring. And Lorcan has draped Maverick's belt in hand. And is whipping Maverick with it. Lorcan hangs Maverick up in the ropes and hits him with the belt across the chest. Burch tags in and takes the belt, hitting him across the back multiple times. Burch tags back in and they whip Maverick hard into the opposite corner, taunting Maverick that Killain Dain is nowhere to be seen. So Maverick realizes his partner is not in the corner, and they continue to taunt the crowd. Maverick Dain suddenly appears out of nowhere and tags in, taking out Burch and Lorcan. Dain hits a pair of belly-to-belly suplexes on him, then hits a splash onto both of them in the corner. Dain hits Burch with a powerbomb and a elbow drop. Dain tags in Maverick and tries to hit Lorcan through the tables on the outside. Lorcan escapes and Burch and Lorcan push Dain out of the ring, trying to put him through the tables on the outside. Dain bounces off the tables, but is incapacitated. So then Burch hits Maverick with his belt, but Maverick takes out Burch and Lorcan with low blows. He grabs his belt and lays into Burch and Lorcan repeatedly with his belt. Burch rolls out of the ring and Maverick slaps Lorcan with the belt. Okay, I don't know what they gotta use a belt for. I mean, this is not whooping your 5-year-old kid's ass. I mean, what is this? I don't get it. Maverick picks up Lorcan, and Lorcan returns the low blows with one of his own. So then Burch brings in a cricket bat and hits Maverick with it in his midsection. Lorcan and Burch pick up Maverick and hits him with an elevated DDT for the win. Guys, I don't know what to really say about this match. This match was fucking boring, I can tell you that much. And I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of Killain Dain or Drake Maverick as a team. I think they're fucking terrible as a pair. I think WWE needs to separate these two. I mean, you got enough tag teams in the division. I mean, why would you want to pair Killain Dain and Drake Maverick up anyway to begin with? You're finna have the Rascals on the roster. I mean, really, this NXT tag team division is finna be stacked once the Rascals get signed with NXT. Once they make their debut. I don't know if I could say this was a good opening, but I'll say this was a okay opening. I'm not gonna say it wasn't the greatest opening, it wasn't a good opening, but it was an okay opening to NXT. I don't know. I think I'm starting to feel like the NXT we saw before doesn't feel like the NXT we're seeing now. But anyways, I'm not a fan of both Killain Dain and Drake Maverick as a team because they were just thrown together as a team, but they're not growing on me. They're really not. But great job to Oney, Lorcan, and Danny Burch. They're a team. They're more of a team than Killain Dain and Drake Maverick. Let's be honest. I don't even know why they still pairing these two up in the first place. Still don't know why they did. It doesn't make sense. Anyways. So Dain picks Maverick up and carries him out of the arena as Lorcan and Burch celebrate up the ramp. Vince Joseph tosses to a pre-filmed segment, a very Gargano Christmas. Oh, okay. That's weird. Gargano is playing piano, and he grabs a camcorder, and he and Candice Ray are treating Austin Theory and Indy Hartwell as their children, as they are a family. Indy talks about how impressive she is, and Gargano chastises Theory for trying to eat a cookie. Theory opens his gift, a protein powder, and talks up Johnny. We cut away, and we hear that we will relive Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor ahead of their match at New Year's Evil after a commercial break. So when it came back from a commercial break, we get a video package for the championship match between Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know why we're getting Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly. I think Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne would have been a better choice for NXT. We've already seen Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor. Why do we need to see it again? I don't get it. Again, this doesn't make sense to me. I told you. That had to be a reason why the show felt weird, man. Maybe this was the reason. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't. So, it says that both Finn Balor and O'Reilly are watching their match separately and reflecting on their match. O'Reilly wonders if Finn Balor, yes I did folks, I said Finn Balor the Prince, the NXT champion, Finn Balor, the two-time NXT champion actually. So O'Reilly wonders if Finn Balor is the Johnny Gargano to his Adam Cole. Balor compliments O'Reilly saying, "You're making me feel alive." Kyle. They both talk about Balor's kick to O'Reilly mid-session and how it was a calculated shot, but he tried his best to come back. So then, Tyler Rust is about to be interviewed backstage, but Malcom Bivens interrupts the interview. Bivens says that Rust had an explosive interview and Rust is set for a match later on tonight. Folks, I guarantee you I know what Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship is leading to. I think it's leading to either Finn Balor turning heel to join Cross and Scarlett, to where Finn Balor and Cross are going to be a team, are going to be another new team for the tag team division, or Finn Balor could simply walk out and steal the new NXT champion, and Karrion Kross could come out and stare at Finn Balor, and we could see Kross and Finn Balor after that takeover. I think we're going to get Kross versus Finn Balor. I really do think we're going to get it. I'm confident that we're going to get it, man. I really do. I really am. Like, I'm literally confident that we're going to get that match. I mean, we got to get that match. We want to see what that match is like. Finn Balor has went against the likes of big men like Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman and who else? Samoa Joe. He's went against big men like that. So yeah, he's definitely went against those big men. He's fast in the ring, but Finn Balor's also tough in the ring. He's also powerful. So, we got Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Jake Atlas. Now, this wasn't a pretty bad match, even though it's the same match from last Wednesday's NXT. Seems like they're going with the Monday Night Raw agenda when it comes to booking the same match every week. This feels like Bruce and Vince's agenda. That's what it feels like. It feels more like that. It feels more like both of their agendas. This feels like a Bruce and Vince creative kind of thing. Booking this same match on the show every Wednesday nights. I don't know why, it just does. Anyways, so we got Swerve Scott versus Jake Atlas. Scott and Atlas. Yes, I said it, folks. Scott and Atlas feel each other out. Scott tries to catch Atlas with a crucifix pin for 2. Atlas gets to his feet and slaps Scott. Scott is furious and lays into Atlas in the corner. So then the referee has to back him up. So then Atlas shoves Scott and kicks him in the chest. Scott is not fazed and takes Atlas to the mat. Atlas lands a few strikes on Scott's hand and gets to his feet. That was some good strikes there though by Jake Atlas. Gotta give him credit for that. Scott runs the ropes and stomps on Atlas. Atlas blocks the stomp and gets to his feet. Then hits a dragon screw takedown. So then Scott picks up Atlas's leg, but Atlas pushes him off the outside. Scott looks furious and he walks over to the chairs at ringside, almost picking one up to bring it into the ring. Scott immediately sets it back down, seemingly coming to his senses, but he looks at Atlas in the ring and smiles as they go to commercial break. So this match was starting off to a good start. I'm not going to say it was a great start, but it was a good start. Back from commercial and Atlas fights off. Scott gets Atlas in the corner, but Atlas fights back and hits a cannon destroyer. It's one of the best moves in pro wrestling, I believe. Anyways, he hits a cannon destroyer for 2. Atlas hits a cutter on Scott and pins him for 2. Atlas goes for his cartwheel DDT, but Scott kicks out Atlas's arm from under the ring. Can't believe he kicked out his arm from under the ring though. That looked like that hurt. Yeah, I saw that. I watched it. Scott brings Atlas back into the ring, hitting a body slam and pinning him for 2. So then Scott picks up Atlas and tosses him into the corner. Scott seats Atlas on the middle rope. Atlas drops to the apron and hits a pump kick on Scott. So then Atlas hits a Hurricane Rana on Scott from the top rope, but Scott flips through on his feet. So then Atlas hits Scott with a roundhouse kick. Atlas goes for 1 again, but Scott ducks and hits the house call on Atlas. They trade crucifix pins for 2. Atlas and Scott tie up against the ropes, and Scott catches Atlas with an elbow to the head. Scott hits Atlas with a confidence boost, pinning Atlas for 3. This was a good win for Scott, I'll admit. Can't say this match was bad, even though it's the same match, again, from last Wednesday's NXT. I think I think this is a build for Scott's heel turn. I think they're turning Scott heel. I don't know why they're turning Scott heel. Maybe because he's been losing so much matches that he needs a heel turn. Maybe that's why. I think this is a heel turn for Scott. Not yet, but soon we could possibly see Scott turn heel. And we could also possibly see another Kushida situation where he's just getting a more aggressive. Or in his situation, a more confident side to him. Even if it's a turn or not, it's a good thing for him. I think a heel turn would do wonders for Scott, man. He would climb up the ranks as a heel turn, man. He would be in the NXT title picture, or maybe in the NXT Cruiserweight or North American title picture. Who knows? But I think this heel turn would do great for him. He has been losing matches lately, and that's not good. He needs wins. He doesn't need to be losing on NXT. Neither does he need to be losing on the main roster when he gets called up soon. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see him losing like Keith Lee, like how they did Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, and Aleister Black. You seen how they did Apollo Crews? Now Apollo Crews is back to catering. See how they did Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt's just been wasted and buried on TV. Been wasted ever since his loss to Goldberg for the Universal Champion at Super Showdown. I mean, come on. You seeing how 5 members of Retribution were killed on the main roster, meaning they got wasted on the main roster. Buried. On the main roster. Yeah, buried. Safe to say, me and Yim, Dijakovic, Madden, and all of them, all the members of Retribution, Shane Thorne, they all need to go back to NXT. I think they need to get sent back to NXT along with Lars Sullivan. They're not doing on Lars Sullivan. They might as well send him back to NXT as well. Might as well. They might as well do it. They're going to have to. But we could see Scott turning heel, folks. And if we do, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. So, anyways, Scott glows about his win and then offers a handshake to Atlas. Atlas denies the handshake and rolls out of the ring. So Adam Cole and Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole and Roderick Strong were interviewed about Kyle O'Reilly's upcoming match with Finn Balor. Cole says that the result in their second matchup will be different. An interview is interrupted by none other than the returning Pedophile Dream. I'm not going to say Velveteen Dream. Pedophile Dream. Dream touched Cole, saying that Cole was never the leader of the Undisputed Era, yada yada yada, and O'Reilly is the leader, yada. Just like you're not the leader of Velveteen Dream because you got in trouble with the scandal. Just like you're not a leader because the hashtag Fire Velveteen Dream's going up, trending on Twitter. Back on Twitter again. And just like the simple fact that you cannot wrestle. You fucking suck in the ring. Yeah, you want to talk about a leader. You want to talk about who's better. You want to talk about which one is better. Adam Cole's better than Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream can't contain the Adam Cole baby gimmick. Oh, Velveteen Dream just mad because Adam Cole's got more title reigns than him. Yada 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 blah blah blah. Who fucking cares? Really? Give me a break. Nobody gives a shit about Velveteen Dream. Especially after the fact that he got in trouble with that scandal when we saw that fucking nude photo. My God. Can't believe they dropped the investigation, man. I still can't believe they dropped the investigation on Velveteen Dream scandal. Wow. That shocked everybody. That angered everybody in the community. When I mean everybody in the IWC community was angry about that. I didn't know how to react to it. I think the investigation should have continued. Obviously, there had to be some more evidence that they didn't release. They had to be hiding some kind of evidence proving that Velveteen Dream did show that, or say some inappropriate things in the message to that little girl, or did show some inappropriate photos of that little girl. I mean, I can't understand why they would drop the investigation. Just don't get it. Whatever they did something. They did something like that. I don't know. I heard something about that. Investigation should have continued, though. Seriously. There was more. There had to be more evidence, man. Had to be. I don't give a fuck what anybody in the community says. There had to be more evidence. So we got Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. So before that match, of course, we got Velveteen Dream. And then we got Cole slapping Velveteen Dream and saying that there is no leader of the Undisputed Era, and he challenges Dream to a match. Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai are both shown backstage preparing for their match, which is up after a commercial break. So, back for commercial, Timothy Thatcher. Oh my God. This is one of the NXT talents that I do not like to see on my TV. This is where I feel like picking up the remote and changing the channel. Seriously. I'm just not a fan of Timothy Thatcher at all. I'm not. Seriously. I'm really not. I wish he would stay the hell off my TV. I really do. Stay off my TV. Please. Who fucking cares about Thatcher? The answer is nobody. Anyways. Thatcher is taunting Tommaso Ciampa. Thatcher says that no Ciampa will stop him if he is the man that he claims to be. Just like Thatcher is not the man that he claims to be. Just like how garbage his freaking Thatch Can segments were every Wednesday night. You know what they remind me of? You know what his Thatch Can segments remind me of? It reminds me of Dirt Sheet and Miz TV from Monday Night Raw. That's what that reminds me of. Oh man, please get this garbage off my TV. Get Timothy Thatcher off my TV. Seriously. This man is so fucking terrible. Oh my God. Put on some clothes, by the way, while you're at it. Anyways, we got Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. So, they were told last night that social media posts that William Regal had banned Raquel Gonzalez from ringside due to Dakota Kai's match that night, and she looks to take on Rhea Ripley on her own. So I guess they banned her from ringside because they want Raquel Gonzalez 100% healthy for that New Year's Evil so-called pay-per-view for NXT. I'm gonna call it a pay-per-view. I don't care what it looks like. So that's why I'm guessing they banned her from ringside too, so she can be 100% healthy. But you know she's gonna come down there anyway. So Ripley pins Kai in the corner, but referee forces a break. Kai evades Ripley and kicks at her, then tries a single leg takedown. Ripley blocks and picks up Kai, then spins her around and tosses her around the ring. Ripley runs at Kai, then whips her hard into the corner. Excuse me. That did not sound good. Kai rolls out of the ring, and Ripley follows. Kai quickly gets to the corner and goes for a PK. What in the heck is a PK? I'm wondering. What is that? Ripley dodges, but Kai catches Ripley with a kick to the face. Then stomps on Ripley's arm against the apron. Kai whips Ripley into the corner by her arm. And they go to commercial break. Back from commercial break again. Kai has an armbar in on Ripley. So basically Kai was in control of the match. Ripley gets Kai up into a powerbomb. Ripley and Kai get to their feet across the ring from each other. Ripley hits Kai with knees to the face and then a basement drop kick. Ripley dodges a pump kick and hits a drop kick on Kai. Then she slams Kai down face first and pins her for 2. Ripley stands above Kai and picks Kai up. Kai hits Ripley with a headbutt, then goes for a pump kick in the corner. Ripley dodges and again plants Kai face first for a 2 count. Ripley runs at Kai in the corner, but Kai avoids and hits Ripley with a running kick to the face. Kai runs the ropes and tries to roll up Ripley, but Ripley blocks and locks in her inverted cloverleaf hold. Raquel Gonzalez comes out and stands at the top of the stage. The announcers tell us that she is banned from ringside, which we already. Kai reaches the ropes and breaks the hold. Ripley picks up Kai and sets her at the top of the turnbuckle. Kai fights Ripley off and hits a cannon destroyer. Didn't we see that early on? Didn't we see that about one time already on this show? This is the second time that the cannon destroyer is being mentioned here. Into a backstabber for 2. Kai goes to pick up Ripley. Ripley goes for a riptide, but Kai blocks and goes for a Gallaton choke. Ripley breaks the hold and hits a riptide, pinning Kai for 3. So, Ripley taunts Gonzalez, who still stands at the top of the ramp. She begins to walk down the ramp as referees try to stop her from getting to the ring. They are entirely ineffective. Ripley and Gonzalez circle each other in the ring. 2 powerhouses in the ring, man. They eventually come to blows and have to be separated by referees and other personnel. Now, this right here feels like a build to me. A build, towards Rhea Ripley's match against Raquel Gonzalez for New Year's Eve. I feel like this feud is the only feud that I feel like was a build. I think this match was a build for Rhea Ripley. I think, to see what Rhea Ripley could do heading towards New Year's Eve. You know, I feel like they put Rhea Ripley in the match is because I guess they want Rhea Ripley to show the universe what she can do in case anybody forgets. I'm just taking a guess, man. I don't know. Just taking a guess. But this was a good match between Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai. They did deliver a good match. It was great. It wasn't boring. It was better than that tag team match. That NXT Tag Team Championship match was better than that one. So, great match between Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai. But the brawl between Rhea Ripley and Gonzalez, the referee just standing there outside the ring yelling at them not to brawl instead of getting there to keep them apart. I wonder what y'all reaction to that. If y'all was referees, would y'all separate them or would y'all let them fight? Give me your thoughts and comments on that below. On that question I just asked. Shit, I would have let them fight, man. I'd be watching. I'd be watching. As a referee, I'll be sitting there watching. I'll be letting them fight. So, anyways. They cut back to the Gargano house. Indy picks up her gift and opens it. It's a PS5 box. She shacks it and realizes that it is empty. Gargano says that the PS5 is his, but he wants to give her something even more valuable, giving her the family nickname Gargano Christines. So basically, Indy wrestling and Theory cries with joy while eating a cookie. I don't know what that's leading to, but okay. Backstage, Toni Storm is asked about what is next for her. She says that she is going to beat Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship. She talks about how she beat Io in the Mae Young Classic and how she is a problem for Io. So we see a video telling us that Bronson Reed is in action after a commercial break. So back from commercial, Xia Li and Boa are going through their intense training. Again, Boa finally says enough. We see close-ups of Boa and Lee opening their eyes, and a mysterious other woman with face paint also opening her eyes. So then we got Bronson Reed versus Ashante Adonis. This was a good squash match for Bronson Reed. So Adonis gets in a headlock. Reed tries for a back body drop. Adonis lands on his feet, but Reed tosses Adonis around. Adonis fights back with kicks and strikes, but Reed runs Adonis over. Reed stomps at Adonis and hits a senton on him. Reed hits Adonis with the Tsunami, then pins Adonis for the win. So Reed, I almost said Adonis. Reed stares into the camera and says, "The Colossal One is back. Be afraid." Io Shirai is interviewed backstage about what Storm said. The only thing that Brent Reed should be afraid of is Vince and Bruce wasting him on TV when he gets called up to the main roster and he gets buried. That's the only thing Bronson Reed needs to be afraid of is Vince and Bruce. He needs to be afraid of Vince and Bruce burying him on the main roster. Of course, we don't need to see Bronson Reed getting wasted like they did with Keith Lee. So, anyways, Shirai's interviewed backstage about what Storm said. So again, she's interviewed backstage about what Storm said. Io says, "I heard what she said. She tells a production hand to hit her music and she heads out to the ring." Io grabs a chair and sets it up in the middle of the ring. She sits in the chair and calls out Toni Storm, asking her to come out. Tony's music hits, but Mercedes Martinez attacks Io from behind. Martinez drags Io out of the ring and repeatedly whips and tosses Io in the barricade at ringside. Shirai catches Martinez with a kick to the head, but Martinez slams Io into the apron, then throws her through the front of the announce table. Martinez poses over Io as they go to commercial break. So, apparently, Mercedes Martinez is back as well. So not only Velveteen Dream's back, but Mercedes Martinez is back as well. This is interesting. Seems like the women's division is getting more stacked and stacked and stacked, man. Oh my God. Wait till me and Yim's return. Wait till we see me and Yim return to NXT. The women's division is going to be even more stacked. Nah, she's not going back to NXT, though. She's staying on the main roster. You know, she's dating Keith Lee, so ain't no way she's going back. But what a stacked roster, though. The NXT Women's Division is looking better than ever, man. It really is. I am proud of these ladies, man. They continue to do good and put on their best performance for the fans. And that's great. It's a good thing. Really is. It's a good thing. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. Why should I say it's a bad thing? And it's embarrassing. The embarrassing thing is the NXT Women's Division looks better than the AEW Women's Division. They're doing better than the AEW Women's Division. NXT Division has been putting work. Meanwhile, the AEW Women's Division hasn't done much of anything. So, there you go. So we got the Gargano house once again for a third time in a row. I hope this is the last time because I'm tired of reading it. Even though I am a huge fan. I am a fan of Candice LeRae. I love what Johnny Gargano does in the ring. But I'm mainly a huge fan of Candice LeRae. The sexy, pexy, poison pexy. Anyways. Gargano gives a gift to Candice. He says that he went out of his way to get it for her. It's a wheel from Shanti's tank that can destroy it. Oh boy. The way take a family Christmas picture, but Theory ruins it by splitting protein powder everywhere. Again, I think I would have went with the Gargano way instead of naming them the way. I think the Gargano way would have been a better stable name. Or TGW. Just saying. So we got Timothy Thatcher versus Leon Ruff. Oh man, this show can't get any more weirder and boring than what it is now. Oh. Can't get any more boring than what it was last night. Told y'all this show felt a lot weirder. It really did. No shit. So, Thatcher slaps at Ruff's back. Ruff goes for a single leg takedown. Thatcher hooks Ruff's nose and picks him up. Then hits him with an uppercut, sending him to the mat. Ruff runs the ropes. Then catches a headlock on Thatcher. Thatcher pushes Ruff off and hits him with another uppercut. Thatcher tosses Ruff across the ring, then knees away at Ruff's midsection. Thatcher locks in an abdominal stretch and stares into the camera, taunting Ciampa. Thatcher picks up Ruff and hits him with a belly-to-belly suplex. Thatcher goes out of the ring and grabs a chair. He sits it up and calls out to Ciampa, inviting him to ringside. Ruff catches Thatcher with a roll-up for 2. Ruff strikes away and goes for some springboard offense. But Thatcher catches Ruff with a uppercut. Thatcher picks up Ruff by the leg and taunts Ciampa again, but Ruff uses the distraction to roll up Thatcher for 3. Ruff celebrates to the outside, but Thatcher attacks him. In the ring, Ciampa catches Thatcher with a Willow's Bell and says, "You want to fight? I'll see you in the fight pit." And we get a video package from Damian Priest in his upcoming match with Cross at New Year's Evil. And then they go to commercial break, and back from a commercial break once again. That's Loomis is drawing a picture of a fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez at New Year's Evil. Written "Last Woman Standing" above it. So we got Tyler Rust with Malcom Bivens at ringside versus Ariya Daivari. So we got Rust and Daivari locking up. Rust gets Daivari in a headlock on the mat, then wrenches away at Daivari's head. Daivari gets to his feet, but Rust takes him back down with a wrist lock. Daivari transitions into a race lock of his own, and I just realized that I got 129 subscribers. I thought I had 130. One of them must have left me. Must have unsubscribed. I don't know why, but oh well. That's what it is. Daivari goes for a single leg takedown, but Russ gets to the ropes. Russ goes back after Daivari's wrist, lifting Daivari into his own back. Or should I say onto his own back. Then takes Daivari down and goes for an armbar. Daivari reaches the bottom rope. Rust goes after Daivari's left arm, wiping Daivari into the ropes. Daivari dodges and kicks Rust in the head. Daivari hits a hanging neckbreaker on Rust over the middle rope. Daivari follows it up with drop kick to Rust, sending him out of the ring. Daivari rolls Rust back in the ring and taunts Rust. Rust fights back and goes for a triangle, but Daivari reaches the ropes. Rust kicks at Daivari. Daivari goes for a hammer lock lariat. Rust escapes and locks in Rings of Saturn, and Daivari taps. This is a good debut match for Tyler Rust. I'm interested to see what Tyler Rust can do in the ring. Interested to see more Tyler Rust and what he can do. Johnny Gargano's heel character is fantastic, by the way. Still fantastic. Even Candice Ray's character is fantastic. Anyway. Folks, even though Rhea Ripley is going to have her match against Raquel Gonzalez at New Year's Evil, Rhea Ripley is doomed. She really is. I will actually tell you why at the end of the review. Be prepared to be upset and disappointed. It's going to be worth hearing. It really is. It's going to be a short sentence. It's not going to be long. So, anyways, backstage, Leon Ruff is shown coming out of Ringo's office, and he tells us that Ringo has given him a rematch against Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. Oh boy. Oh great, that same match we've already saw. Set for, only difference is Damon Priest is not in the match. Anyways, Adam Cole was shown backstage with Roderick Strong, warming up for his match. And Velveteen Dream is shown walking towards the ring. We're told that their match is up after a commercial break. Then after a commercial break, we get video from Cross talking about Damian Priest. He says that it is unbeatable that he will take back his NXT Championship, but Priest is an intriguing roadblock. So we're told that voting for NXT's New Year End Awards were now live, and that Leon Ruff's rematch with Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championships next week. So we got Velveteen Dream versus Adam Cole. Folks, do you know how many times we've seen this match? We've seen this match for I don't know how many times. Too many times. Oh man, So we got Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream. And I know some of you wanted to. I can imagine how many of you picked up that remote, reached for that remote so bad, and wanted to change the goddamn channel because Velveteen Dream's on it. And wanted to change the channel for the simple fact that you've seen this match so many times that it's getting boring. Which makes me question the WWE NXT creative team. Do they have any more ideas up their sleeve? Have they run out of creative ideas? like Bruce and Vince? Have they ran out of creative ideas? Just asking. Seems like they have. Anyways. So, Roger Strong's ringside watching Adam Cole's match against Velveteen Dream. Dream and Cole lock up. Cole takes him down with a headlock. Cole pushes Dream into a corner, and Dream forces a break when the referee separates them. Dream soccer punches Cole. Cole fights back with a kick to the torso and a forearm smash to the face. Cole picks up Dream and punches him again. Cole whips Dream into the corner and Cole hits him with a leaping neckbreaker. Cole picks up Dream in a fireman's carry. Dream escapes to the apron, but Cole catches him with a pump kick, sending him to the ground outside the ring. Cole tosses Dream back into the ring, and both men go for headbutts on each other, sending them both to the mat. Suddenly, Pete Dunne runs out and attacks Roger Strong, tossing him into the steel steps, and then hitting them with a bitter end on the apron. While the referee is distracted, Dream hits Cole in the neck with his t-shirt and pins him for 2. As they go to commercial break, back from commercial, and Dream goes to the top rope. Dream goes for an elbow drop from the top rope, but Cole rolls out of the way. Both men get to their feet and trade blows. Cole takes Dream down with a pump kick and an Oshi-Goroshi. Cole pins Dream for 2. Cole catches Dream with a enziguri and a German suplex, again pinning Dream for 2. Cole picks up Dream and Dream hits him with snake eyes on the top rope. Dream hits Cole with a neckbreaker, pinning him for 2. Cole gets Dream in a fireman's carry again, but Dream escapes. Dream lays into Cole with punches. The referee forces separation. Dream jumps to the middle rope, but before he can jump off, Cole kicks to the back of Dream's leg. Dream pushes Cole out the ring with his feet. Dream goes to the top rope and goes for an axe handle dive from the top to the outside, and Cole catches him with a kick to the midsection. Cole gets back in the ring and waits for Dream to get back in the ring. Cole catches Dream with a super kick and then locks in a figure 4 leg lock. Dream reaches the ropes and forces a break. So then Cole goes for a super kick, but Dream dodges and rolls up Cole for 2. Dream catches Cole with a DT and goes to the top rope. Dream hits Cole with a purple rainmaker, pinning him for 2. Cole slaps Dream and Cole hits Dream with an Oshi-Goroshi. Cole goes for a Panama Sunrise. Dream catches Cole with a super kick and goes for the top rope again. Cole dodges and hits Dream with a super kick and the last shot, pinning Dream for the 3. Adam Cole poses in the ring as NXT goes off air, and that was the show. So, my thoughts on this show. This show wasn't really all that good. It wasn't really great. In fact, it was okay. I'm just going to say that. The show was okay. So, It was an okay show. There were 3 matches on the show that was boring. Of course, you know squash matches are boring. You know they are. So, that's going to do it for your December the 23rd, 2020 NXT review. If you enjoyed this review, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. I am getting the heck out of here. Folks, meet me on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming back on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War because I'm not done playing that game yet. So, I'm going to be streaming on there. And then I'm going to be streaming on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War this afternoon on Twitch. Or, I mean, on Twitter. Not Twitter, YouTube. It's going to be on Twitter too, though, because it's going to be shared. But I'm going to be streaming Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War right after I end this review. And then I'm going to be streaming Black Ops Cold War on YouTube. The same game that I streamed yesterday. So, I'm getting out of here. Peace. Oh, by the way, my SmackDown review will be live this Friday night, so be tuning in for that. And before Friday Night SmackDown, I got 2 Ingram Wrestling News videos dropping this Friday night, so more content, plenty more content coming to the channel this week. And I'm going to be streaming Naruto this Saturday. And you are not going to believe what I'm going to be doing on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. You'll see. You'll see. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be worth tuning in for, folks. And this Sunday, I'm going to be streaming Xenoverse 2 online. Yes, folks, I officially have PlayStation Plus for 1 month. So, I'm going to be streaming some Xenoverse 2 this Sunday, man. I'm going to try to keep myself occupied as much as I can. I might be streaming Xenoverse 2 this Sunday, I'm not sure. I'm going out, more than likely. 92% sure. So, folks, see you right back on Twitch. And I will see you on YouTube tomorrow, because I'm going to be streaming Call of Duty on YouTube. See you back on Twitch.